All right. I'm gonna try to do my best to recap. No guarantees here.
Hell
There's
yeah.
never any guarantees.
Yep, that's the point. All right. Last time on the Guild of Brockheart. Are you good?
No.
My thing dropped over. I'm good now.
uh, last time on the Guild of Brockheart, our adventurers set off from Brockheart to accompany a caravan to Hammerfell. Uh, oh no, that's 2 times ago. But anyways, they end up getting stopped by some bandits who were trying to commandeer the caravan for their own purposes and make their and the adventurers fought them off pretty strongly with the help of their fifth companion or the fifth person assigned to the caravan. They came to after everything all said and done. They end up going around the graveyard since the loads of shipments from the capital city to Hammerfell has the quantity of it. They've actually made a new path to go around the graveyard, and they end up arriving to Hammerfell, which they found out that Hammerfell has come into quite a lot of money. Particularly being that the few members who jumped in the pool during the cult thing ended up coming back like a couple days after our adventures passed back through on the way back to Brockheart, and now they poop gold. So the city has a lot of money, and they're just building like crazy. So everything's under construction. Pretty much they're adding like 6 stories to every building. Trying to bring, and they're going to be trying to bring in people and stuff like that. They're gonna be what is it? The one of the tribe, one of the legs of the capital, because they're gonna be one leg of the ruling cities out of the 3 that are gonna take over the kingdom of Ashbourne. That was the kingdom of Ashbourne. And I believe we came in there, or we stopped there. You guys did some stuff in Hammerfell. I don't remember what.
The upsetting revelation that we stopped somebody from helping this city.
I am still suspicious because people don't just poop gold.
Yeah, I'm suspicious as fuck. I'm sure all these people who went into that pool were replaced by evil doppelgangers. So that pool was definitely acid.
It burnt my hand pretty good.
Your hand doesn't poop gold.
No, it does not.
Yep, we got evil doppelgangers in this city trying to build a faux empire.
I don't know.
They're ill-gotten gains.
I'm just saying you guys touched it and they dove into it, or jumped into it. But yes,
I refuse to think our heroic efforts were less than heroic. Well, I mean, I guess I can believe it because it's you, Dan. But I really, really, really don't want to.
Yeah, so I'll say you guys wake up at the inn, and yeah, you guys should have some stuff to do. I mean, no, it's been 2 weeks, so feel free to ask questions if you don't remember. But yeah, because they told you Hammerfell is going to be the industrial sector of the tripod. Because Yellowseed is the port, Hammerfell will be the industrial, and the city to be named later, if I remember correctly. We'll call it Mornstead. That's going to be the business sector.
Okay.
So They're all gonna
I
have
hope,
like their own like specializes in the city.
I hope we have a lore master keeping track of that because I already forgot.
Yeah, it's on the character sheet. Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of the character sheet, you never got to my level up, you jerk.
I was there. I leveled you up, but I was waiting for you to.
You didn't say anything. You said, "Oh, I'm not there yet," and I was like, "Oh, let me know when you're there," and you didn't let me know.
I didn't hear that second part. Targeting.
Mhm. I don't know what I want.
What level is it?
It's level 4,
Oh,
which means I can now specialize it.
maybe pick one target on the field per day and gain like a hit bonus or something.
Pretty
I don't
cool.
know.
A mark of death of sorts. I'll think
Yeah.
about it. I'll think about it, and I'll get back to you once I have an idea.
Okay. Donny. Oh, single XL is leveled up.
Yep. I didn't mention anything because it's not level 4, so I figured it wouldn't do anything.
Throw weapon is level 2.
Yeah, that leveled up.
And that's all that matters right now. Oh, I should add.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I need to take a time just to like finish out these quest things on. So recapping would be a lot easier.
Yeah, we haven't really been keeping track of that for a while.
I wrote all my power list recaps like almost the night after our session.
I
Oh,
know Gnome Face was doing it for a while, and then I was trying to chip in. I mean, this quest tab was for you guys
I
initially.
appreciate it. I just wish I didn't get so confused when I looked at it. No offense. Just I forget all of her quests.
Yeah, that's why it was here, was so that like while you could like keep track of like the quests you're currently doing, side quests and that, like they're always supposed to be here. And
I think the problem is you write quests the same way I do. Very brief. And so it's just like, in the moment it sounds like, okay, this is all I need to remember it. And then you come back to it when you do need to remember it, you're like, what is this for? I got a lot of notes on my character sheet that are kind of like that. Or they were.
yeah, it's gonna be like timestamp. It like the first column is like the actual
You know when
quest,
I have more, but
and
I'm
then
not
you go
having any
down
more.
and to the right, and that's like your current objective. And then when that's done, like directly across the line, you write what the result was, and then you go down below that objective, write the next objective, stuff like that.
Yeah, I understand the reasoning always makes sense in the moment, but then like 5 months down when you actually need to look it up, you're like, what are these words? Hammerfell, industrial? What does industrial mean? And I'm just saying, like, we know what it means. Like 4 months from now, you're not going to understand the significance or relevance of that.
I mean, I just have to look at it and think about it for a bit. No, I'll wait till we switch campaigns, and then I'll just go through and, I mean, essentially do a fine tooth comb, but like add everything and explain it all. Because now we have records of it, and that's a shout out to check out our YouTube and podcasts that are being released now on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I've been watching it, which is why I'm so certain that pool was fatal.
Yeah, because you guys are just getting back or getting to Ashbourne on the YouTube. No, you're
Yeah.
just leaving Ashbourne, actually, if I'm right. Just about to. Um. Well, yeah. I might have to. That should actually be beneficial in case like I'm trying to do something. I can go back to see what I previously said about an area if I try to copy over.
Yeah, it is nice having a little track record like that.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do? You're waking up in the inn. So you just got to the caravan. Oh, you brought the caravan here the day before. You guys said your goodbyes to Gamorn. Uh,
This all happened off screen?
no. Well, you said your goodbyes. Did you guys say your goodbyes? No, you guys did not.
No, we didn't.
Apologies. Foreshadowing, but metaphor. I'm doing a Donny Danger foreshadowing where I'm just being completely meta about it. No, so you guys brought the caravan to Brockheart, where you guys were in a line with all the other caravans that walking your way through the city. We're gonna say you guys brought the caravan to whichever way you got directed. Well, I mean, once it gets in the walls, it's no longer your problem. And yeah, so then you guys bounced around town, and then you guys stayed the night at the inn.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we did.
So you guys are waking up in the morning the next day at the inn.
Okay.
Take it away.
I
the
am
world is your
prepared
oyster.
to meet the group for breakfast and discuss the concerning details of the story I heard at the bar last night with the rest of the party. Gamorn obviously heard.
Yes. Okay. So you're gonna wake up and go down for food. You're the first one
Yep.
awake, or to go downstairs. There's no one else at the table.
I'll take my time nibbling at my appetizer. If Gamorn comes early, I'd be willing to discuss with him. But gnome face, I'm sure will be heartbroken when he learns what happened.
About the pooping gold?
About us not being heroes?
Yeah, I heard that. And when I heard you arguing with them, I decided just to go to bed.
You weren't there.
I heard you start talking about it.
You didn't
And then
arrive
I
yet,
heard
gnome
you
face.
arguing,
You
so I
haven't
just
said
went
what
to
you
bed.
did when you woke up yet. You're the next to wake up or to go downstairs. What do you want to do when you get up?
Get my breakfast.
All right. Well, you go downstairs and Donny Danger's at the table.
I sit.
Me and Gamorn are sitting there. I, with a grim look about me, Gamorn probably
Gamorn's not there.
Oh, Gamorn's not there. He would probably feel indifferent since he wasn't here for any of this. But anyways, Gnome Face, I have some dire news for you.
What's that?
This city doesn't see us as our heroes. They see us as meddlers.
Yeah?
Yeah. When we went to save the individuals willing to jump into that suicide pit, we were saving them from an enchantment of gold poop.
Who wants to poop gold? That sounds painful. But I did hear you talking about this last night.
You heard me?
Yeah, I decided not to get in the argument with you. You were arguing with somebody, so I just went to bed.
Of course I argue with them. This is baloney. Trash. There's no way this is true. There has to be a spell cast upon the entire city. I'm sure the cult master has leveled up his game. We never officially deposed of him.
Demi made him go poof.
I mean, it's got to be doing something, right? There's no way those people jumped into an acid pit, died, and came back with get-rich-quick powers.
Willow
I mean,
and Demi walk
honestly,
down and sit next to you.
What?
I said Willow and Demi walk down and sit next to you.
Guys, okay, let me start over. As I was saying with Gnome Face.
Wait, you don't get to start over. Gnome Face was about to say something. I was being a narrator.
Say I sit next to Demi and, cuddly stuff.
No, go back to what you were saying. You were retorting to Donny Danger. I was trying to just slip in like meta wise, like a narrator. What's going on?
I was gonna say, honestly, pooping gold sounds painful. So, if they're happy about this, I really don't want to argue because I personally, even though I'd love to be rich, do not want gold coming out of my butthole.
I got to be the crazy one here. Willow, Demi, are you hearing this? These people in this city just got bewitched with an enchantment that forces them to poop gold out of their butts. Okay? And we're being told that we're meddlers, not heroes. There is no graciousness for the troubles we've endured to save them from that pit of acid and anal ruin.
Hold on, time out. Am I wrong in thinking that isn't the purer the gold, the softer it is?
It's malleable, but it's not soft.
Yeah, a 24 carats is the maximum softness, and even then, it's still hard as a rock.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
you
you
can
can
bite
bite it,
into it.
and if it's thin enough, you can bend it, but it's still metal. It's still not fun.
It might be about as hard as keratin, but I don't think it's. I think you could still chip a tooth on it pretty easily.
It's like pooping a nickel, guys. Come on.
Who wants to poop a nickel? I sure as fuck don't.
You never played Heads or Tails?
I've never eaten a nickel.
I saw
All
it on
I'm
TV
saying,
show.
all I'm saying, guys. Yeah, gold's great, but that guy was obviously evil, right? He was up to no good, and that pool was acid.
Yeah, I agree, but
Those people were brainwashed. It wasn't a willing ceremony.
I mean, okay.
What I missed?
I can hear that. Okay, so just then as you're like spelling it out, the bartender walks over and he's like, "Hey, you guys were with Gamorn, correct?"
Yeah, we were. We were waiting for him to come to breakfast.
Yeah, he actually checked out early today. He wanted me to tell you that he's sorry, but he has to go back to Brockheart early. He got some news overnight. Sounded pretty urgent.
Damn. I really wanted a bard for the party. Those extra heals were nice.
yeah.
Darn, that's unfortunate.
Wow.
Sure, he saw how much trouble you caused and was like, "Nope, I'm out."
Wow, just instantly like, oh yeah, something really catastrophic happened like regarding him, and Donnie's over here. Damn, I really needed him to heal me. Just like his service to me was way more valuable than like if his uncle died.
That sucks.
Wait, he kicked
Anyway.
what into what?
Something from the TV.
Yeah.
I need to clarify something meta-wise.
All right, meta-wise, meta talk here.
Gamorn was not the bard that we communed with in Hammerfell earlier, right?
Correct.
No, he wasn't.
Okay. So that door's still open.
The bard that might perform at your and take not is it refugee?
No, it wouldn't be refuge because he's not hiding from anything. It would be
It's basically a job offer.
partnership, employee.
Yeah, but would he be staying with you? That's
Yeah,
shelter with
I
you guys,
offered
I
him
guess.
room and board.
Shelter with you.
Yeah,
Shelter, room and board is probably more accurate.
Well, that's the same as shelter.
Shelter suggests he's hiding from something.
No, that's refuge. Shelter is he's staying at the same place you are. Just sheltered from the weather and stuff.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. But yeah, so you guys eat and everything. What's next?
So, what was our main quest? I also
We have to go
forgot.
to Yellowseed.
Well,
By when?
your main quest was to bring or escort the caravan to Hammerfell. The prince asked you if you could go to Yellowseed and help out with what they need help with.
Oh, so we've already completed the first task at hand. Caravan has been transported or, brought to Hammerfell safely. So, we need to make preparations for Yellowseed. But, how strict was the timeline on this?
Couple days before we got to be back for the caravan to escort it back to Brockheart.
I want to go out and hunt for a goblin hut camp. But another part of me just wants to get on with this main quest. We keep picking up these main quests before we do any side quests, and they become so urgent.
Well, so you only had the you guys decide that you could do the bandit on the way back, I believe.
I tried to suggest doing that, but we're supposed to be escorting the caravan back, so like there's no time or way for us to do the bandit.
Yeah, it really wouldn't work out. We have to just get to Yellowseed.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah. So you guys eat breakfast, and do you want to do anything in town? Look around, because a lot of stuff has been changing, or do you guys just want to go?
I want to look around. I'm suspicious as hell. There's no way all of this is kosher. If you could just enchant people to shit gold, why target some podunk city like Hammerfell and then make a cult out of it? There's obviously some nefarious intent.
All right, so Donnie's looking around the city.
I guess I could take a stroll. I'm not really. I mean, I have my doubts that this is all kosher, as the doofus would say. But I'm also not too horribly concerned about it. They did tell us that Yellowseed was linked to this somehow, and that's where we're going. So I'm sure we'll find out more.
Yellowseed was linked to this? I
Yeah,
thought they were
Yellowseed is the
profiting.
trade town.
Yellowseed's the shipping town of the three.
I thought they were just profiting off of this.
No, so like each one has um their purpose. Like the uh Yellowseed is the shipping one. This one's the industrial town, and then the third one is like the business and commerce one, technically. So like this one, their main purpose is to like build factories and just like pump materials and stuff out. So they're getting raw materials on a constant basis.
Could this be a twist in the main quest? A series of betrayals, twists and turns. Unforeseen outcomes. Interwoven into a main series of quests. Intriguing. I wonder if this cult will be something that we'll be seeing more of later on.
I imagine we will be.
Maybe it's best to leave sleeping dogs lie if that's the case. If Yellowseed is somehow connected to all of this, I might find more coherent answers there rather than harassing the townsfolk here, and perhaps retrieving less than desirable answers. I pondered to myself.
You do that.
I guess, Gnome Face, Demi, Willow, what are you guys doing about town? I had my ideas, but I'm curious about what you guys have planned.
It's just gonna look around and see how things have advanced since people started pooping gold.
Suppose there's not much else to do here. Yeah, let's look around. I will visit my smithing pal, see how the economy is affecting him eventually, but let's just get an umbrella overview. I want to accompany the party in surveying the town casually.
We survey casually.
Whoa. I did a thing. All right. So you walk around town. Is it you want to cruise and everything?
I think so.
There we go. Yeah. So you walk around Hammerfell. You see lots and lots of scaffolding everywhere. And yeah, you see what I was explaining earlier. Pretty much every building that you were at before, they have they're like building stories taller. So you're having like a lot of like the heavy stuff on the bottom, like machineries and stuff like that, all on the bottom floor, and like less intensive like creation stuff, as people will tell you on higher levels. But yeah, like pretty much every building has scaffolding around it, and it's actually moving quite quickly, where like people are just like kind of going through the city in like waves, where like, okay, they're building up. Like you see some buildings where like they just have like they're being prepared. Other buildings have like supports going up. Other and then last like then they go to walls and stuff, and then the last ones they're getting like textures on the outside. So they're kind of like waving across. So they're starting from one side and they're just gonna keep rotating like that. But like the scaffolding shows that a lot of, especially at the center town, those are gonna get pretty big.
The sight boils my blood, Gnome Face. I think somebody could come in, kidnap a bunch of people, be hailed as a hero for making them rich.
Well, if he made you rich, would you hail him as a hero?
Of course, but that's not what happened.
We know where the acid pit is. You want to go jump in?
I still have my doubts that actually made anybody rich. My personal theory, everybody who's pooping gold is a doppelganger. Everybody who jumped in there is dead.
We have no proof.
Yes.
Until we have proof, you're just gonna have to calm down.
This has to be a massive ploy. Nothing
Right.
about this sounds right.
Do you guys still have the cult leader in the inventory?
We didn't get the leader. Demi made him go poof.
How would he be in our inventory? There is nothing to collect.
I distinctly remember a water of sorts.
Oh, hold on.
Obviously, Gnome Face hasn't been watching the previous episodes.
Gnome Face, you collected his body in a soup.
No,
Nope,
it wasn't Gnome Face.
It wasn't Gnome Face?
No, there's nothing in my inventory.
Oh, it was Willow. Okay, hold on. I'm starting to remember now.
Okay, as a remembrance, you guys remember that he turned into snow or ice and then melted down, and his impression was left on the puddle that was there, and it started flowing down to the pool of acid. And it couldn't get in there because the rock wall was there. And so you desummoned your rock wall, and then one of you collected him in
A water skin.
a canteen or whatever.
I'm pretty sure it was a canteen.
Whatever you guys had to collect water.
Yeah, it's not written down anywhere. It was all kind of just meted out after we kind of ended the encounter.
I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to ask him, there may be an option there.
Willow, it's coming back to me. I understand why you didn't say anything. It was kind of a big event. And we should have been remembered, but we did not. You still have that canteen that you captured the old cult leader in, right?
She goes, let me check. I thought I gave it to you, but I can. She looks in her pack and she's like, oh, yeah, this one. Here you go.
No face. I feel like magical interrogations are probably more suited to you. Maybe Demi, too.
I
I'm
guess. Yeah, that makes
concerned
sense.
about opening this and having him fly out and run away.
Okay. Are there any churches in town?
I don't believe so.
You said the town's been modified, so
No. I think the square space is too valuable. I mean, there wasn't one
you haven't
beforehand.
moved me to the actual town. On roll 20, by the way.
Oh, whoops. All right, well, you're there. It doesn't look much different on here, but you're there.
Are we still using the things like they're actually what they say they are?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna go here to number 10, which is Lirin the Healer. Since the goddess that Demi prays to is the goddess of wild animals and also a little bit of healing. And magical unicorns.
Very promising. And then we could have the books and tomes as a fall deck, and then the apothecarium after that.
We're gonna go here. I'm gonna have Demi pray to her goddess about making sure
That's sexy.
the dick bag doesn't escape from the canteen,
Okay.
and possibly allowing us to talk to him.
Should we talk to Tyrion? I just say to No Face, I don't know anything about magic.
Well,
But if he owns the property.
Demi's the goddess lady.
Okay.
An 18.
That's all we need.
She prays to her goddess, and she feels a response.
Is the response positive?
Yes.
Okay. So with that, I uncork the canteen. I look down and I go. Sorry, I keep yawning. I just get to the point. I was like, did you make these people poop gold?
So you're just speaking into the water?
Yeah.
Nothing really happens.
No Face, this guy talked about his own gods. He talked about transcendence.
He said he was a god.
Donny, are you there with them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said he was a spokesperson for his gods.
And then right before we killed him, he said, I answer to no one, I am a god.
Oh. Must have forgot that part.
Okay, so I asked Demi to. I draw. No, I don't ask Demi. I draw a magic circle, using my knowledge of magic, and then I put the canteen in the magic circle. And with the powers granted by Demi's goddess, I'm hoping it'll be enough to contain him. And then I dump out the canteen.
The water kind of just splashes around on your feet.
I'm not in the circle.
No. Well, you dump the water in the circle?
Yeah.
Okay, well the water is within the circle and it's kind of on the ground. You still see like a slight image on um on the water.
A
Is we
slight image.
like a
Yeah.
reflection of him being in there, but he's not out here
Yes.
reflecting on it.
Okay. So, looking at his reflection, I state very clearly nod once for yes, nod twice for no. And I go, did you make these people poop gold?
You don't see a response. It looks like the reflection that you're looking at is pretty it's like it's frozen in a sense, or it's not moving in any way. Like it's not looking at you or anything. It's
Uh,
just like stuck in a picture.
Okay.
Demi,
To be completely and totally meta, I have no clue what else you want me to do here. I prayed
I,
to the goddess. She said I could talk. I dumped out the water. I have no other ideas.
I mean, that you assumed. I'm just telling you, you had them. You decided to do it all on yourself.
I
I prayed to the
no,
goddess, and the exact question was, could she contain him while we talked to him? And you said we received a positive answer.
no face.
She
Hold
could
firm.
contain him. You never
I
asked
did
how you
specifically
can
state,
talk to him.
I specifically state, could we talk to him?
You said while we talked to him.
I said, could we talk to him?
Well, you have to get him to meta-wise. You have to get him to a state that you could talk to him.
I
He's not
figured
in.
that would work.
Well, you didn't go far enough.
What else am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Animate him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I have animated undead.
Oh, okay,
Forgot
good.
about that skill.
Supposed to be like, we must have some skill that we could use.
Yeah, I legit forgot about animate undead. See, that's why I got all meta, because I forgot I had that.
No, I was actually gonna
Yeah.
make you summon, like, cast water elemental on him, and then animate undead. If you did one of the two of them, I was gonna give it to you, but
Ah,
you did neither one of them.
nope. See, I
'Cause
told you. That's why I got meta about it, because I had no idea.
I had. Okay, go ahead, do it.
I don't know if he's gonna let me now, but I'll try to cast animate undead.
no, cast water elemental.
I was
Water
gonna
elemental it is.
suggest it.
All right, you cast water elemental, and the puddle of water like kind of forms and morphs into the shape of the image that you were looking at beforehand. And it's kind of like looking around.
Progress. Okay, no face. Is there anything else we need to do, or are we ready to interrogate him?
Interrogate away.
Hello, evil sir. We brought you forth to ask you some questions. Do we have your attention?
He turns to you and he like nods at the response of hello, and then he's like gives you confirming nod to continue.
Okay. So, if you can verbalize, we would like an answer to what happened to the people who fell into that pit of, that pool. Does he do anything?
Uh, he starts to open his mouth, and you hear like you can't recall the voice from what you heard beforehand, but you hear like a very distant like echo sounding. Um, And he's like, what you hear is like they went to salvation
Okay.
I pipe in, then why are they back?
because that was their choice of salvation. It responds.
So you're saying the people who fell in that pool got to decide what happened to them after falling into it.
In a way, it was up to them. Correct.
So why select this village? Why those villagers? Why brainwashing?
This wasn't the first, and this wasn't going to be the last. I'm going around to help people.
Why not advertise more transparently? You certainly seem sinister,
Because I
but
can
you're.
only help a limited number of people at a time.
Have you done this before?
Yes.
Don't tell me you've done this in Brockheart before.
No.
Haven't? They're quite prosperous.
Exactly.
You only help cities that are not prosperous?
I help people that need help.
Hold on. Let me ask a question to my associate. Don't lose your patience. Demi, didn't your god say that, he hated this guy's god?
No,
No?
we just kind of assumed.
Oh. Okay, I guess there's nothing to read into there. So we straight up vandalized this city. We just limited its potential, basically.
I'm gonna go with yes and no.
I say as Gnome Face was saying that, he's like, it depends upon who you ask.
How about all the people who didn't get to jump into the pit?
Well,
As a collective, obviously, I'm not going to walk up to each of them. I'm more so asking for your opinion. Should we have just let them all fall in?
answer your last question. Yes, I was guiding them to salvation.
Gosh, this sucks.
I look at the doofus and I go, don't read too far into it because we still don't know the whole truth. One, yeah, maybe some people are pooping some gold. But you may be right that they aren't who they were because I did stick my hand in the pool of acid and it literally burnt the shit out of me.
Yeah, hey, cult leader, what was up with that? Why did it melt away flesh?
It should have only melted away what you were wearing, and started to burn the top layer of your skin. It stops after that point.
Did you sustain damage from that gnome face?
I don't remember. I just remember it burning. But either way, pit of acid. We may have very well, kind of fucked this city in the butthole. But this guy, when he wasn't a water elemental, had a flaming skeleton skull and no body. So I don't completely trust him.
That's not true. I was just using a image that I found. He actually had a what looked to be a physical body, but when you touched him, it was a not translucent, but like a non-physical body.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Let's get
yeah,
more straight.
we went. I stuck my sword through his cloak and didn't touch anything, so I figured there was no body.
Yeah,
I
it
have
was
a
non-physical.
I have a
Gotcha.
bigger question. During the end of our encounter, you say that you were, in fact, some manner of deity. Which one was that?
You asked which deity I am?
Yes, I'm quite curious.
I have no name anymore, at least. so it doesn't matter.
You bestow riches upon your faithful. Seems like quite the glorious deity, one whose name should be hallowed.
I don't deploy riches upon faithful. I request no faithfulness. I only pass on salvation to people who desire it.
Just saying all the people you brainwashed wanted to be rich before you did so.
They wanted to be saved, not necessarily rich.
Your small friend over here is correct. Salvation means different to different people.
All right. This is hard to take in, but I think I get it. Not all quests are so black and white. I
Like
really
you,
thought.
sir. You, I don't see you as you desiring millions of, or like large quantities of wealth.
Nope, just what I need.
Exactly. So if you would have jumped into that pool, you would not have the same fate of the people coming back here that came back to the city.
Probably would have just come out with another sword, huh?
Whether you had a sword or you were a sword, yes.
Oh, the doofus sword. That'd have been horrible.
Coming back as a sword? Now that is a glorious afterlife.
Exactly. I lead my purpose was to lead people to their heart's desires or salvation.
Well,
I was drawn to the last thing is I was drawn to the city because there was a lot of people requiring desperate wants.
damn. I mean, like, can't you just be more open about it and stop looking so culty so that people like us don't break in and interfere?
Uh, I was trying to be open. You just caught me at the wrong time.
I guess. Darn, now it feels bad to keep you trapped in the container. I guess
Nope.
you're just
Totally
gonna.
keeping him trapped.
What?
Totally keeping him trapped.
You're gonna just keep him trapped?
Yep.
I mean, hey, we did kind of give you to my friend here, so it's not my place to say what happens to you. All due respect. I wink at Gnome Face.
I still find there's something shifty. He can explain all he wants. But when we tried to talk, all we got were murmurs and brainwashing, and whether they wanted to be saved or not, I honestly couldn't blame them for wanting to be saved. I can't blame them for wanting to poop gold. But a true altruistic person or deity would not have gone about it the way that it was gone about. So I find this still highly suspect. So with the prayer granted to my lovely lady over here, you will remain trapped and re-enter the water bottle.
Probably
And then if at the end of this long road we find that you truly are innocent, I will release you.
He looks at you and nods.
I go, well,
kidding.
sounds good. I unsummon water elemental like I do with my other ones, put him in his canteen, mark it as a special canteen, bad dude canteen, to make sure I don't accidentally summon him out as a water element.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Otherwise, you draw a fucking angry rabbit or something.
2. I may very well have drawn an angry rabbit.
No, you desummon your water elemental, and he drops to the ground as a puddle of water, and starts to get soaked up by the dirt. You manage to save like a couple ounces of what looked like to be like the 2 gallons of water that you had.
Okay.
Gosh, color me gullible, but I was buying into his whole sob story about being a beneficent deity.
He may very well be. But it's still kind of fuzzy. So.
By the way, Willow, what compelled you to gather him in your canteen?
You told her to.
I told her to?
Yeah.
That was your idea.
That was my idea? Wow, I'm a genius.
No, it wasn't Donnie's idea.
Back.
It was Owen's idea.
I
Oh,
was just going to let him flow back into the acid water because I thought that would kill him. And you're like, no, capture him.
Well, it was quite insightful, and I would have been quite upset to come here and find everybody being rich with no answers. So it's nice that this all happened. Anyways, hey, that was something. Does anybody else want to do anything else tonight?
Oh, it's just the morning. We still got to get to Yellowseed. We're on a time limit here.
All right. Oh, we did just wake up. It's not tonight. Suppose we are on a time limit. We should get ready to head to Yellowstone.
Yellowseed.
Yellowseed.
Yeah, Yellowstone's
Yeah.
a real place.
Yeah, Yellowstone Park.
Hammerfell is also a place, but not real. So
That's why I
yeah.
said
That would be why he made the distinction of saying real.
Okay. Let's get ready to head to Yellowseed.
All right, yeah. If you guys don't want to do anything else in town,
Oh,
Not really.
I did kind of just want to visit the smithy and see how it's doing. Not a long visit.
okay, you walk to the smithy, and there's mounds of materials all around it.
Bail for? I knock. If it's open, I just walk in.
It's open. You walk in. You don't really see anybody.
Bail for? Are you still here? Hello? Smithy?
You don't hear a response.
I look for the reception counter and see if there's a bell to ring or anything to knock.
You do see the reception counter. I mean, there's a nice little bell hanging there that you could ring.
I ring the bell. Ding 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 ding.
Roll a d20.
A 16.
While you're ringing the bell, you see a sign that's on the counter. It says, "If you need me, I'm out back building a new forge, whatever,
Jesus Christ.
smelter."
I head out. I head out to the back. Do I see Balfour out there?
You do.
Balfour! Good chap. It seems you're doing well for yourself.
He goes, who is that? Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, you look familiar. Who are you again?
You forgot me already? I brought you a bountiful, boon of supplies from Ashbourne.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff you got was pretty useful, but did you see the mounds that you passed?
Yeah, I mean, you're doing quite well for yourself. I was wondering if you wanted me to bring you anything from Yellowseed. You don't remember me at all?
No, yeah, you brought me some goods from Ashbourne. The issue was the purity of the stuff you brought was like 30%. The stuff that's brought here now is 90%. I'm so backed up. I'm building this larger smelter so I can get more metals. So because this town, like, as you can see, this town severely needs the structures. I'm barely keeping up. If you want to send some workers over here, I need some people to help, forge all this stuff out.
Well, so would you be willing to employ me for a quest in search of employees? If I find anybody willing to do so in Yellowseed?
Employ you, no. But
Intern?
if you intern, I mean, sure. But yeah. If you see anyone, send them my way.
Talent in general. I don't know. You have a lot going on, and that's quite a brief thing to kind of, well, bait somebody with. I don't want to use that word. Is there
He cuts you
anything?
off. He's like, listen, if you can find someone who's good with their hands or who can, lift a lot of materials for repeatedly, either one I can make work with. It's just we're short on people here. I have a lot of metals to smelt down, and then as long as someone can either craft it or load the smelter, I can help out with the other one. So
More than definitely. You've done right by me in the past, but is there a pay I can pitch? Is there anything I can do to maybe attract anybody other than just the job position?
uh, yeah, each time Jenny's like, yeah, pay them what you want to get here. There's work and they're gonna get paid for it. Like that's, I mean, if as you can see, there's money in this city. Just make something up and just we just need to import people to the cities because we're short on workers everywhere.
Okay, good to know. I will be on the lookout, Baleful. Remember, Donny the Danger, frequent patron and saint of smithies everywhere, is on the job.
As in that you hear something like fall apart. He's like, shit, I'm sorry, Mr. Danger. I'll talk to you later. I gotta go fix this. And he kind of runs off towards the new smelter that he's building.
Okay, I just needed to check in with him. I'll get back to the group and we'll be right ahead of Yellow Rock,
Yellowseed.
Yellowseed.
You... All right. So after that, Numbface looks like he's falling asleep.
Yeah, sorry.
Come on, it hasn't been that long of a week.
Your bed's too comfy, or your couch is too comfy.
It's a combination of a bunch of things. I'm sorry. I'll try to stay up for a little bit longer.
Anyways, yeah. So, uh, yeah. Donnie, do you return with everyone else, and then do you guys start heading out?
I do. I have no further tasks within Hammerfell.
I do have to ask. Do you guys know where you're going?
Yellowseed, I believe he said it was to the east.
Okay, good. That's where I thought I said. Yeah. So, you guys, I'm assuming that you guys are done in town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys head east towards Yellowseed. You leave out of the east gate. What is it, 6? Yeah, Eastern Gate.
Yeah. East Gate.
And you have your mounts. I'm just gonna say you guys mount up, and you head on your way. A little ways down the road, you pass the spot where you guys took a turn into the woods to go where you said the cultists were. Yeah, and you guys start going ways. I'd say you guys left around noon. Because of the conversation y'all had, and then the conversation that Donnie had. But yeah, you guys goes out a ways, and then it gets nighttime. It's like Okay, if you left at noon, it's close to like 8 o'clock, 9. Do you guys want to keep going? Do you guys want to stop? I don't know what time you guys like would predict that you would stop if you're gonna spend the night or not.
Do we know how much farther we have to go?
Um, roll a knowledge, intelligent or no wisdom. Roll a wisdom. Whether or not you guys asked someone how far of a travel it was, because I don't remember telling you.
We talked to the caravaner because we were trying to plan our trip. And we were supposed to be able to make it there in one day, spend a day there, and have to come back the next day. And then the caravan would be ready.
Well, I mean, at that point, you didn't have to roll. So you know um it's gonna be about like 6 more hours till you get there.
Well, I said we push forward so we have maximum amount of time in Yellowseed.
I mean, we could just rest at the inn there if we're pooped enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's press forward.
All right, yeah, you guys head on to you guys push forward to Yellowseed. Um, there's quite a bit of travel on these roads. You don't actually like you see people going back and forth, or like you guys keep crossing people. Um, and yeah, it's really late in the night. The moon is pretty high up, and you guys get to Yellowseed.
Okay, it's like if bandits attack us again, I gotta really question who tracks security on these routes.
I
It's like
mean, stomp around. All that heavy armor of yours.
it should be a put off for bandits, really.
I mean, you guys, yeah. I mean, you guys haven't dealt with bandits at all on these parts of the roads.
I
No,
suppose.
but Doofus thought he had been attacked by bandits.
I say you guys haven't dealt with bandits on your way to Ashburn ever since you left. Oh, whoops, my bad. I'm just gonna fix this real quick.
In the moment, they were bandits. Highway robbery.
Sure.
They're the first civilized group to ask for a tax on transfer. Not even, assisted transfer, us just moving around on their roads, which they
Yeah.
didn't build.
Wait,
Well, with
you're
how
saying
poor
that
they
like
were,
you know that?
how do you know they didn't build it?
I mean, because they're a budding society, basically in its infancy, and
You
Well,
didn't
what
know
were
that
they
at the time.
for?
okay,
At the time that you attacked them, because I remember this distinctly, they literally just said, "Hey, you have to pay taxes," and you're like, "All right, well, I'm gonna pull you off your horse."
which is what every highwayman says in every movie ever,
Well, this ain't a movie.
or a
It
video game.
it was literally, yeah. They're like, "Hey, if you're traveling these roads, you have to pay your taxes," and you're like, "I'm gonna yank you off your horse," and you didn't find out anything until after on your way back.
It was
Anyways,
a logical assumption at the time.
sure.
Also, it was really badass to pull somebody off their horse, and I needed that.
Oh, they have a crest. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna say. Oops. You guys are arriving up here. Nope, not her. All right. Yep. You guys are arriving up here. Do you guys see where you're at?
Yep. This place is big. This is
All right.
bigger than Ashford. Bigger than Brockheart. Jesus.
In relation, this is about the same size as Hammerfell. I just didn't make Hammerfell big enough. Because I actually looked at the dimensions of the picture before I made the, or I customized the map size based on the picture size.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. All's well that ends well.
So yeah, you guys are, you're getting close because all of a sudden you see a whole bunch of like farming huts and area like fields and stuff. So
Okay.
It's just one of those park it outside or ride it in town kind of cities.
like your steeds,
Yep.
Yeah.
park it outside.
Okay. Park it outside, boys and girls.
Okay, yeah. So you guys end up riding up to the gate. And yeah, there's the guards like, we're sorry, you not allowed to bring your steeds inside. You're gonna have to hand them off to a stable hand over there.
Okie doke. Where's the
Well,
stable?
And the one guard gets scared at the lizard.
Get scared?
Yes.
I pat Demon's side, and don't worry, he doesn't bite. He just shoots
Wait.
electrocute. He just
Your
shoots
mount?
lightning bolts.
Your mount scares town guards?
My mount is a giant lizard. Scares a lot of people.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know how he hasn't got shocked yet, but
Because you said I couldn't use the electric until my animal handling was higher.
well, I mean, it's part of like the electric lizard I'm thinking of is like you have like the horns in the back and like the shocking like travels between them.
Mhm.
I just haven't. The answer was I haven't told you that you got shocked yet.
Get ready for it, no face.
Yeah, it's gonna be coming now.
um, yeah. So you guys drop off your steeds at the entrance at the top, stable hand, and you guys head on inside the city. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yes. Well, we're probably tired as shit, so we should look for an inn.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m.
Okay, we asked the guard. Well, I'm going to ask the guard upon entry. Hey, where's the nearest inn?
These numbers are not assigned to anything currently. Apparently.
Doesn't look
Yeah, I
like it.
couldn't find a key for him either.
I'm just looking around. I'm like, oh shit, there's no legend on here. I'm gonna say 26 is a cheap inn. 24 is a more expensive inn.
Well, I'm on the little cheap side right now myself. So I
Yeah,
suggest you
get
go for the
that.
cheaper inn.
A cheap inn for me too. Willow, Demi, if you really want to study, we're sleeping at the cheap inn.
That does not help. Let me draw a shape here. Let's see if this helps. What if I do that? And let's what about that? Do the selector tool. Oh, stupid.
You're not stupid. You're just figuring it out. It's okay, Dan.
Um. It's the UI of this is a little bit funky.
Text in grids.
Yeah, like that. It's just kind of fucked itself up.
Yeah, it is funky. I should know. I created an entire sphere grid with text and grids. It does not lock in place the way you would expect it to.
Well, like there's a way to turn off snapping. I just forget what button it is. I think it's like you have to like hit control when you drag something. No.
No, yeah, I tried it. I tried doing the things the internet said, and it didn't work. I guess I didn't really look into it that much, but the things I tried did not work.
It's Alt. If you hold Alt while you're dragging something, there you go. Now it's off the grid.
Nice.
All right, there you go. Yeah, in with $1 sign and in with $3 signs on this side. You don't really know about the other side yet. So yeah, you guys approach the city of Yellowseed. You see a large wall going around, and this is after you pass some farm fields for a while, and you're kind of in awe at the size of it.
Yeah, this place is big. Much bigger than I would have anticipated. From like a triage of sub-cities breaking off of Ashbourne.
I mean, it's still smaller than Brockheart.
It makes sense in his own way as well, because sometimes the desperate need to band together, and when they do, they can do amazing things.
But yeah, it's smaller than Brockheart, but yeah, it's larger than Hammerfell by quite a bit.
Definitely. But yeah, we were just resting at the inn for now. We'll get to know the city more the next morning.
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay, so yeah, you guys make your way here. And you guys walk in the inn. They're like, hello, how can we help you all? It's I'm assuming you want a room at this time of night.
Yes, ma'am? Question mark?
Oh yeah, it's there's a nice woman standing behind the counter, looking a little tired.
Yes, ma'am.
She goes, it'll be 50 Floyds each.
I swear the further along we get in the main quest line, things just keep getting more and more pricey. Sure. There's 50 Floyds.
I mean, aren't you making like 10K each off the quest, or 10K off the quest?
We turned it into our apartment.
That's not the point.
Technically, yes, we're supposed to be getting 10K, but we already spent it.
That's a different story than making it. But yeah, you're okay. That's what I thought. You're making 10K. So
The inflation in this this country is way worse than the real world. No face.
to be fair, you guys didn't explore that many areas beforehand.
Do you guys even accept copper anymore?
For building material, I'm sure they do. Currency wise, it's all the Floyds. I don't know of any area that accepts copper. That's outrageous.
Okay. Yeah, I guess copper was never a thing here. I just thought it was funny. Well, yeah, pardon me. Yeah, 50 Floyds, here you go.
All right, so yeah, you all pay 50 Floyds. You guys head up to your room. They're not as nice as the ones you were at last night, but I mean they'll do.
Better than sleeping on the dirt floor. Or even on top of a caravan.
I mean, you had an option to sleep in the inn at Brockheart, but you slept on the. Well, I mean that's a wood floor, but.
I came to a realization a little bit too late and decided to settle on what was there. I was
all right. Yeah, so you guys spend the night here. Do you guys want to continue? Because Gnomeface looks like he's about to fall asleep.
I could continue, but I
Yeah,
don't want to play with a comatose partner.
I'm trying, man. I really am.
He's been pretty quiet recently.
Yeah. I've been in and out. I would be surprised if you guys didn't hear me snore a couple times.
No, just yawn. But I remember looking over and seeing you like eyes closed for like a good solid like 5 seconds, and I'm like, all right, he's.
Yeah.
We
Sorry,
usually
guys.
make it until 9 before you start getting all woozy doozy.
I told you yesterday I was super tired too. I don't know what it is. I was just tired.
It's unfortunate. But yeah, we can end it. I'm not going to try and push you.
Okay. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Sounds good. Good night, guys.